morning, Kindle Kids. Welcome to your Tuesday, June 9th. What a fine day we have ahead of us right here, but just to let you know, this day is important to us because it is also Michael J. Fox's birthday. If you don't know who Michael J. Fox is, because you're not old like me, you might recognize him from the movies for all the Back to the Future stuff that he was in, which is really iconic, awesome movies that hopefully you've gotten a chance to see. But at this point, we could honestly use that DeLorean to go back before we had some fun times with the pandemic here. Anyways, we are moving on with some nice weather yet again coming your way and some fun challenge and question of the day information. But first, before we do, you know what time it is. Please stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. It's time for your Kendall weather report. Hey, I told you we were going to have nice weather today, and I did not lie. We will be having quite a bit of sunshine here, only a 5% chance of rain during the day. It ups to about 15-20% during the night and evening, but we don't really need to worry about that. The high today is 79, actually hitting later in the afternoon, so you're not going to feel that heat too much in the beginning, but it's going to really warm up throughout the day. So remember to put on a little bit of sunscreen for that. Going through the rest of the week, though, tomorrow is the hot one. It's going to get all the way up in the upper 80s. If you're anywhere away from the water, it's going to actually be up in the 90s. There's going to be some very spotty yet severe thunderstorms coming through, so watch out for those. 50% chance. We just can't predict when they're going to happen, where they're going to pop up. The stuff coming off the lake is going to be fairly severe, though, so just watch out. And then the wind is going to push in on Thursday and really cool us off, like a 20-degree drop down to the low 70s. And going to be a really nice, kind of comfortable cool with partly sunny on Friday with, some chances of showers. But again, just good weather overall. Just watch out for those thunderstorms coming up tomorrow. Just to let you know as well, we are flip-flopping here where the tree pollen is now low. The grass pollen is extremely high today, and the ragweed is just starting in a little bit, so, be aware that allergy is going to be popping up. So if you have a grass or hay allergy, you should most definitely be taking some of the allergy medication for today. So, have a good one. Hey guys, it's time for the question and also the challenge of the day. Remember to send your answers to my email. So the last time we talked about the Oreo cookie, and I was curious to know what the original version of the Oreo cookie was, or actually the cookie that came before it, more accurately. Madison Holtz came back with the answer. The Hydrox was actually the first iteration before the Oreo. It was a cream-filled cookie sandwich manufactured by Leaf Brands. It debuted in the United States in 1908. That is an old cookie. It's over 100 years old, guys. And was manufactured by Sunshine Biscuits for over 90 years. Fun fact, they stopped producing it, I believe in the 90s or 2000s, but when they did stop producing it, guess what? Keebler Bottom reopened the brand. You can actually go out and find Hydrox still, made by Keebler, and it's just interesting to find that original version of what we now refer to as the Oreo. But the Oreo is actually the brand. What it's actually called is a cream-filled cookie. So, fun little bit of that is that if you look at the Hydrox, it's a different pattern on the cookie, but they're like the same thing. It's just not really the best, branding and whatnot because it comes back from 1908. So the question and challenge of the day today, it's kind of an interesting one. What I'm hoping you guys can do actually is find out what is the biggest cookie in the world. I want to know how big it is, maybe get a picture of it, talk about its origins and where it was made. It is really actually way more interesting than you think. On top of that, I'd like you, for the challenge, to draw your dream cookie. And that could be on a piece of paper with a picture taken of it, or Microsoft Paint, or whatever else you want to use, Adobe Sketch. But just draw it up, send that picture over, and I'd love to know, is it a cookie inside of a cookie? Is it just huge? Are there crazy toppings? It's totally up to you. So enjoy that, guys. Aw, don't cry, Cookie Monsters. You know that eventually we gotta say goodbye. I'll leave you that Kendall mission statement. The mission of Kendall Central School District is to provide the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes needed by students to live responsibly and to compete successfully in today's and tomorrow's world. So, have a great day out there. Maybe eat a cookie on Mr. King. And I will catch you next time. So remember to stay colorful, Kendall.